So I'm going to shamelessly, intellectually borrow, a.k.a. I'm going to steal something from Mrs. Halibicki. I had the benefit of listening to her speech on Monday night, and I had a speech already, and when I listened to hers, it resonated with me, and I said, she hit the nail on the head. That's it right there. So I went back to the drawing board when I got home after the DHS graduation, which was phenomenal, and I set to work writing a new speech for today. So if it gets a little crazy, it was probably because I was up in the wee hours of the morning tweaking on about 12 pots of coffee. So if you wonder where the heck some of this stuff's coming from, that's kind of giving you a look into where it was coming from. But the question that Mrs. Halibicki asked, why do we celebrate these commencements? Why do we celebrate the deferring or conferring of diploma? I believe that we celebrate these because this is a milestone. It's a milestone that we're expected to hit. It's a milestone that it's kind of what we're supposed to do, right? Well, what it shows me is that you have made a commitment 13 years ago, some of us 14, some of us 15, but doggone it, we all made it and we're all here. You made that commitment, you stuck to that commitment. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Nothing great is ever accomplished without enthusiasm." And I need you to know that this is a great accomplishment. The accomplishment that we're celebrating tonight is definitely worthy of all of this pomp and circumstance. All of these people that came out to celebrate with you, Mr. Gantz, who brought his string quartet out here, which we see multiplies when they go underground. So they're much more than a quartet. But thinking about this and about what you've gone through and are going through and are going to go through in the years to come reminds me of one of my favorite scenes from a football movie. The movie is Facing the Giants. In that movie, there's a scene where Brock, who is the star of that movie, he is the biggest and strongest player on that football team. And they are the Shiloh Eagles. I believe they're from Georgia. Shiloh Christian Academy. And one day when the coach was walking past the team as he's giving them their pregame pep talk, he overhears his star captain, the biggest, strongest guy on his team, say, "These guys are going to kill us." And he stops and he turns to him and he says, "Brock, are you quitting already?" And he said, "Well, coach, they're so much bigger and stronger." And the coach said, No, that's not how we play this game. That's not how you win at life. So he told Brock, he said, "I'm going to challenge you." He said, "I want you to do the death crawl for 50 yards. Now, the death crawl is a bear crawl. And for those of you who haven't had a PE class in a minute, that's when you walk on your hands and on your feet. But he put another player on Brock's back. And Brock said, "I can do that. I can go 50 yards, coach." He said, "Here's what I'm going to challenge you." He says, "I'm going to blindfold you." And he says, "I don't understand why." And he said, "So you don't quit when you think you've given it your all." So he tied the blindfold on tight. The other player jumped on his back, and away he went. And as Brock is slowly making his way across the 20, across the 30, he's approaching the 50. Now he's starting to shake. He's starting to wince. And he starts to cry out to his coach, "This is too hard." And his coach now is down on all fours, crawling next to him. He says, "I know it's hard. Then do it hard. Let it be hard. Just keep going." And Brock begins to cry out a little bit more, "Coach, I can't. I'm running out of strength." And he says, "No, Brock, just go 10 more steps, Brock. Just keep going." And Brock's still giving him every excuse in the book. "Coach, my calves are cramping up." "I don't care. Then do it with cramping calves, Brock. Just keep going." Are you guys starting to see when Mrs. Trombley calls sometimes? "Miss Trombley, I'm not coming in today. I'm tired. I don't have a ride." "No, you're going to come in. We'll come get you." "No, I know. You're tired. We're going to do it tired." Right? Does this sound familiar? Well, this football story ends with Brock collapsing, and the coach lies down next to him, and Brock is sobbing. I mean, this great big lineman is just a heap of gooey, mushy tears and sweat. And he says, Brock, take the blindfold off. He says, look at where you're at. Brock had made it all the way to the end zone. But see, what that coach didn't allow Brock to do was set a goal that was not worthy of Brock's strength, was not worthy of Brock's perseverance. And with just a little bit of encouragement, maybe a little bit of more than encouragement, maybe a little bit of screaming and yelling, he was able to pull more out of Brock. Now, many of you seniors, in these last couple days that you were with us, you all came to me and said, Fish, sign my yearbook, sign my yearbook. I got a shiny nickel for anybody that can tell me what I signed in every single yearbook. There it is. Don't let good steal your great. That's right. Don't let your good enough steal your great. Tonight you made it to graduation. That is good. That is very good. Don't stop. I wish I could put a blindfold on all of you so that you don't stop when you get to that arbitrary 20 line. Because when you do, and if you stop and you have so much more in you, you have so much more greatness to be pulled out of you, that's when you truly achieve everything that you're capable of. So I'm going to send you out of here with 3 things to remember. First and foremost, please know that each and every one of you are so dearly loved. And I mean that. If you go through life wondering if anybody has ever really loved you, think back to your friends and family here at DAE and know that you were loved. Number 2, know that Uncle Fish is here for you. And all of us are so very proud of everything that you do. And lastly, I want you to make me a promise. I want you to promise me that you will never compromise who you are or what you believe in. Nothing in the world is worth you compromising who you are or what you believe in. If you just remember those 2 things and remember that you still have more in your tank to give and you don't let yourself quit early, you're going to accomplish great, great things.